Hey everybody, this is Anthony with Anthony's Horror and More, and today I'm going to show you guys my Disc Replay haul. I got a ton of stuff from Disc Replay. In case you don't know what Disc Replay is, it's a place that sells used DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, PlayStations, Xboxes, video games, pops, all sorts of stuff. The pops those aren't used. Those still come in the boxes, but sometimes they'll well, some of them actually are. I think they do buy. I think they do have some that they buy from, as long as they're like still sealed in the packaging and stuff, because they've had exclusive pops in there that I know are from other places. So yeah, they've got all sorts of cool stuff. But what I went in there for, obviously, actually, my mom and I both went in there, and we did a little hunting around for some movies, some Blu-rays, some DVDs, stuff like that. And I think we found some pretty good stuff, so I just wanted to show it to you guys. And yeah, check out Disc Replay if you have one in your local area. It's a pretty cool store. It really is. So without further ado, here we go. We got Angels and Demons. I have not seen this film, but it looked good. Looks like a fun mystery thriller from what I gather. Tom Hanks gathering clues, stuff like that, trying to solve the case. I haven't seen the Da Vinci Code or any of those movies, so I don't know. Thought it might be fun to check out. Hostile Intense. Don't know anything about the movie. It's got Rob Lowe in it. Looks interesting enough. My mom picked this one out. She likes the mystery thrillers, action movies, stuff like that. So I think this might fall into the thriller category or something. So, it says right there, his government is hunting him down. So, it sounds like a thriller to me. All right. Actually watched this today, Armored. Saw this years ago in the theater. Rewatched it again today. Still holds up. Still a really good action thriller type movie, basically. Yeah, they decide. Well, I don't even really want to spoil it for you guys. Just go check out Armored. It's a fun movie. It's got a great cast too. Matt Dillon, Jean Reno, Lawrence Fishburne, Skeet Ulrich, and Columbus Short, or I think that's what that says, Columbus Short. I don't know. There's a stacked cast in this though. There's a ton of people. But yeah, go ahead and check this one out. It's fun. And actually, this is a PG-13 action movie, which is kind of funny because there's definitely some blood in there. Like, people get shot and there's blood and stuff like that. Usually they trim that down in PG-13 movies, but this one actually was pretty damn good. Yeah, and Matt Dillon's excellent in this. He's really good. But I don't want to give away too much. It's a fun movie. Definitely check it out. Taking Lives. I watched this one today, and I think I saw it years ago. I think I rented it or something. Really good movie. Really good. Another mystery thriller type movie. Actually, I would even call this a slasher in a way too. It's definitely. It's basically about Angelina Jolie is a detective. She's like an FBI agent, and there's this serial killer going around killing people, and after he kills them, he takes their identity. So I love the name, I love the title, because Taking Lives, it's, he's killing people and then literally taking their life over. He becomes them, he studies them, and then he becomes who they are, and then he just keeps doing that. So she gets sent out to Montreal, in Canada, Quebec. And she's basically just trying to, with their police, trying to hunt him down and, figure out who the killer is and take him in, basically. She works alongside the police in Montreal. They're like French Canadian, and it's pretty good. I think Angelina Jolie does a really good job. Ethan Hawke's in it. I think he does an excellent job. Donald Sutherland's in it. He's good. And I don't know who the guys are that play the French Canadian police. I'm not sure what their names are, but they both did a serviceable job as well. I thought they both acted pretty well. One of them was like he was playing like a real asshole. He was like the asshole cop, you know, the asshole detective or whatever. I thought he did a good job at just playing a dick. But yeah, a really good movie. There's a sex scene in this one. This is the unrated cut, so the sex scene's like even longer. And I'll tell you what, man, Angelina Jolie, Jesus Christ, man, back in her heyday, holy Christ. I mean, she's still, you know, she just looks so good, so sexy, and she's got a great sex scene in this. So for any other reason, just check it out for that alone. But yeah, there's some good kills in this. There's some good gore, stuff like that. Not too crazy, but there's a couple scenes that's like, oh shit, you know. So yeah, definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. All right, next up, I'm just gonna go through the DVDs first. The Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. Saw this years ago. It's been a while though. I love the original Amityville Horror, so I look forward to checking this one out again. From what I remember, it was a pretty decent remake. So yeah, got Ryan Reynolds in there. You know, I kind of like it when he plays a more serious role too. I love it when comedians go to like serious roles or go into horror or stuff like that. So I look forward to checking that one out again. All right, then we got The Boogeyman. I saw this once again, another one that I saw years ago. I think I rented it from Blockbuster or Family Video, one of those places. Oh, that's another funny thing. A lot of these movies, when you open them up, they actually, because they're used, so some of them say Blockbuster, some of them say Family Video. It's really funny. Like this one right here is a perfect example. There's that Blockbuster Video. Yeah, Blockbuster Video. Yeah, so I thought that was funny. Yeah, and I think I've got another one that says Family Video in here too. One of them said Big Lots. So they just come from all over the place, you know. But yeah, Boogeyman, don't really remember it too well. It's PG-13 horror film, so it's like some, depending, can be okay. The Ring is a great example, you know, that's a PG-13 horror movie. That's excellent. And I don't know. It says Sam Raimi and Scream Gems presents. So he's not directing it, but he's presenting it, you know. And I don't know. I think this guy right here, I think that's the guy from, I could be wrong, but I think he's that guy from like, I think he's from Seventh Heaven back in the day. Remember that old like family like drama show that was on back into the day? I think it was on like the WB network. I think that's him. I forgot what his fucking name is though. But I think that's him. Yeah, Barry Watson. Yeah, Barry Watson. That's funny. I haven't seen him in forever, man. He was in a few movies back in the day, but I remember he was known for that show. All right. Let's see. And then I had to show this one. Boogeyman 2. Dear God. Maybe it will be good. Maybe it will be good. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. My mom was back there looking at horror movies. She's like, oh, these look kind of fun. These look interesting. I'm like, all right, screw it. Fuck it. Like I said, it's, with these movies, oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but with the DVDs, you actually buy 6, or I'm sorry. With the DVDs, you buy 3 DVDs and you get 6 free. That's how my disc replay works. I don't know about yours. Maybe, I don't know if they're all different or if that's a rule or what. I don't know. My disc replay, you buy 3 DVDs, you get 6 free. So that's just a hell of a deal. So yeah, so it's like, why not? Okay, I'll take a chance on a couple of these movies, you know. Then we got Tremors Attack Pack. I own the first 2 films. I own the first Tremors on 4K, the Arrow release. I own the second one on Blu-ray. So it's really just for the second 2. What is it? Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. Tremors 4, The Legend Begins. I know one of these has like ass blaster tremors where like literally they fart and then they like fly in the air or whatever. So I look forward to checking that out again. It's been years since I've seen the third and the fourth one, so why not? And then we have The Happening. Now I actually have 10 DVDs here. This one right here I actually got like a week ago or whatever, so this wasn't part of the buy 3 get 6 free deal. But yeah, I picked up The Happening. Mark Wahlberg. I actually, it's funny. I actually kind of like this movie. I mean, it's not a great movie. It's not a great horror movie or anything, but there's something about it. I don't know. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's got Mark Wahlberg. It's got John Leguizamo, and it's got, what's that chick's name? Zooey Deschanel. It's got her in it. And everybody in this film acts very strangely, and I don't know if that was like like something that M. Night told them, like, hey, I want you guys to kind of act a little off. It's not, some people say it's just bad acting, but I think a lot of them are good I mean, I think Mark Wahlberg is a pretty serviceable actor. I think he does a good job. I mean, I think John Leguizamo is a really good actor. Zooey Deschanel does a good job. I mean, but it almost, they all seem like they're acting just like a little off, almost like they're being directed to. Plus, the music is kind of weird. It just, the entire time you're watching The Happening, you just feel weird. It's just a weird film altogether. I don't know if that's what M. Night was going for, but I kind of like it. I can't really think of another movie like it that does exactly what he's doing in this film, but I kind of like the feel of it. I think it's just because I've never watched a movie like another movie like this before. But if you haven't seen The Happening, basically this occurrence happens in the world. I won't spoil it, but it's causing people to commit suicide. So all of a sudden, oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure this is M. Night's only rated R film. But yeah, something happens, and The Happening, something happens, and basically causes people to commit suicide and stuff like that. So you get some cool graphic deaths in this. I don't want to spoil them, but it's kind of cool. And it's just weird. It really is. Check it out. Check out The Happening. It's hard. I bought this because the DVD is like, I think it's like $15 on Amazon, so I'm like, fuck that, I'm not spending $15 on it. And for the new Blu-ray, you got to pay like $35 because it's out of print now. So yeah, go pick up the DVD. At Disc Replay, the DVDs, if you just buy, if you just want to buy one DVD, they're $2.22, at least at mine. They're $2.22 a piece, or you buy 3 and you get 6 free. I suggest just doing that. It's a pretty good deal. And by the way, I've watched a few of these movies. I watched The Happening, I watched Armored, I watched Taking Lives, I watched another one that I've got over here that I'm going to show you guys in a minute, one of the Blu-rays, and none of them had any issues. No skipping, no anything. I haven't watched them all. Maybe there will be some. They are used, so you never know. Usually I like to look inside, look at the disc, make sure it doesn't have too many scratches or damage or anything on it, and then if it looks good, I'll buy it. But they have I think it's like 15 days or something, you can bring it back and exchange it and get another movie. So whatever. All right, next up we got See No Evil with Kane. I'm pretty sure I've seen this movie once. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this a movie about like a group of college kids that go into like an empty hotel, like an abandoned hotel, and they party and stuff like that, and then this guy happens to be living in that hotel, and then he starts picking them off one by one. I think that's the movie, but I'm not sure, so I look forward to rewatching this. I heard this is actually really good. I've heard from multiple people that this is a pretty good like slasher type film, so I look forward to watching it. Yeah. It says sicktastic on the back. So yeah, I look forward to checking that one out. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we got this one. This is the last DVD. This one's actually pretty cool. We got New Line Platinum Series for $7, which I saw this and I was like, whoa. That's really cool. I just thought that was so sick. Yeah, it comes in like this nice, you got this nice case here. I want to check it out. Got this nice case. And then it's like a nice side loader case. And then it looks like a journal, like what John Doe was writing all of his thoughts down on, you know. Yep, right there. And then you open it up. And you got your DVDs. This is a DVD set. And you have a supplemental material disc, which is disc 2, and disc 1 is the movie. Try to hold this up so you guys can see it here. I'll do a wide shot, and then I'll kind of zoom in on some of this stuff. So here you have this. You guys can see that all right. And then you got the disc. You guys can see that all right. And you keep moving on. You got that disc. You got that with all the chapters for the film. And it basically just looks like his journal on the inside. I just thought this was really cool. Yeah. Seven is one of my all-time favorite films. Definitely, like, it's on my top 5 of all time. I think it's just a perfect movie. I mean, I wouldn't change a single thing about the film. I think it's excellent. You know, so when I saw this, I had to get it, especially for $2.22. This nice set. I was like, shit, I had to get that. And it's in good shape. I mean, it looks good. It really does. So, yeah, I had to get that. New Line Platinum series, man, they made some cool stuff. They also, I did another video if you guys want to check it out. It's the A Nightmare on Elm Street Platinum series. I do an unboxing for that box set because it's the only Nightmare on Elm Street box set we have, and that one's actually really nice, too. So, I like their Platinum series stuff. I might have to go back and check out what else they did because I'm loving it. But I'm really loving it. I'm loving their New Line Platinum series releases. I think they're cool. All right, moving on to the Blu-rays. First up, we got Insidious. Now, the Blu-rays are buy 3, get 3 free. That's at my disc replay. You know, like I said, yours could be different. And I don't know if they all do the same deals or what, but mine is buy 3 Blu-rays, get 3 free. So I got Insidious. Great horror film. I didn't own it, so I was like, oh, well, I saw it just chilling there. Had to pick it up. So we got Insidious. And then on that same note, we got Insidious 2, also chilling with it. Chapter 2 actually came with the slipcover, which is pretty cool. I was like, nice, nice. And, yep, I've seen this, I think, once. I look forward to rewatching it, though. But yeah, really cool. Came with the slip, too. And then, on that same note, Insidious 3. Also came with a slipcover, which is pretty cool. And I don't think I've seen Insidious 3. I really don't. So I look forward to watching this one. I don't think I've seen this one at all. Yeah. Oh, these are PG-13 horror movies, too. Oh, there you go. The Insidious movies are also PG-13. Those are good movies. At least, well, the first 2, I believe, were. The first one definitely is. I think the second one was pretty good, too. And I own the 4th one, the Skeleton Key, I think it's called. I already own that one. So when I saw those 3 all just hanging out, I was like, oh, perfect. Awesome. We got Incarnate with a slipcover. That's another thing. You can find a good amount of movies with slipcovers and stuff there. And, you know, they have, like, steel books. Basically, if you want to go in there and just sell them, like, your collection, you can. You can get cash or credit. Or if you just want to sell them some movies. So that's cool. I haven't done it, so I don't know, like, you know, what the exchange is. But, yeah. Pretty cool. Came with the slipcover. I have not checked out Incarnate, but this is the unrated cut. It's a PG-13 movie, so it's cool that it has an unrated edition. But it has Aaron Eckhart, you know, which we all know is Harvey Dent from The Dark Knight, so that's cool. And Carice Van Houten. I'm not sure. I'll probably know her when I see her, but yeah, Incarnate. Let me know if that's any good in the comments. I don't know. Let me know. So, like, seriously, some of these movies, See No Evil, Boogeyman, Incarnate. Let me know what you guys think of these movies. All right, well, here's one everybody knows, or most people do. Prometheus, with the slipcover, which was cool. Yeah, really cool. Really great film in the Alien franchise. Came with the slipcover. Slipcover is nice too. It's got like a nice shine to it. I like that. I know there's a 4K of this as well, but you know, Blu-ray is good enough for me. I'm fine. I don't need every movie on 4K. So yeah, I look forward to checking that one out again. I've already seen it, but it's been a while. So, oh, here's a movie I watched today. The Tall Man with Jessica Biel. This is a oh, this also came with a slipcover, a nice little shine to it. This is a really weird, crazy movie. I literally can't even talk about this movie without spoiling it. So I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I think it's good for like at least a one-time watch. If you haven't seen the film, I would recommend watching The Tall Man. Get it for cheap, like I did, but give it a watch. I think it's worth a one-time watch because it just goes in all sorts of directions. Like it bob and weaves like crazy. So I definitely think it's worth checking out. And Jessica Biel, I think, gives a pretty good performance in it. I like her. But yeah, it's a good movie. The titles, it's the whole thing's a little bit misleading. You know what you think of when you see a cover like this. It's not quite like that. Just so you know what I mean. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying it's not quite that type of film, but it's definitely good for a one-time watch. That's all I want to say on it. I don't want to spoil it. So. And then we got Die Hard with a Vengeance, which I already own this movie on DVD, but because it's a 20th Century Fox film, which is now owned by Disney, it's a good idea to pick up some of these 20th Century Fox films because Disney is not really putting their movies that they own out on, the older movies. They're not really putting them back out on 4K or Blu-ray. They're not really like re-releasing them or anything like that. So I heard that might change because they just got like a chain. I think Disney just fired one of their big, one of their, shot callers basically over there, and they replaced him with another guy. So I think the guy that they fired, from what I understand, wasn't a big fan of physical media. He just wanted to keep it all streaming. But the new guy that they hired, from what I hear, is more pro physical media. So maybe we'll get Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard 2 on 4K, or a nice box set with all of them. That'd be cool. We already have the first one on 4K, so. But I picked it up just in case, because I only have the DVD, so. All right, next up, and this movie was fully wrapped, actually. This movie was still in its plastic wrap, so that's good. Strangers Prey at Night, unrated. Really good sequel to the first Strangers film. Don't go in this expecting it's a whole different kind of tone, a different style than the first film. The first film's very slow, kind of takes its time, builds up the tension. This movie has tension too, and it's good, but this is way faster pace. But it's really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Good soundtrack too. Really good soundtrack with this film. Yeah, Strangers Prey at Night. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. It's really good. All right. Ooh, this is a cool one. Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon, the Baconator. I love the shine I don't know. Let me know if you guys know, but like, did a lot of films come with like this almost like holographic kind of like jacket cover on the inside. Like look how it's like foily. You know, that's kind of cool. I've never seen that. But Stir of Echoes is a really good movie. This is a great horror movie if you haven't seen it. It's a Lionsgate movie, so I was kind of hoping that one day they would put this out on like steelbook form, like get a nice 4K steelbook with like the slipcover and all that. But I figure in the meantime, I'll go ahead and pick it up now. Um, Excellent. This is like a ghost story, like a mystery ghost story type horror film. Kevin Bacon is just fantastic in this movie, like he is in basically everything. I mean, Kevin Bacon's just awesome. But like I said, I don't want to spoil it because it's a mystery film. But he's basically being haunted by this ghost, and it's I like I said, I don't want to get into why and what's going on. But if you have not watched Stir of Echoes, go watch Stir of Echoes tonight. Like this is a really good like underrated horror film that no one talks about. Stir of Echoes, just give it a watch. It's worth it. Trust me. Really creepy movie. I saw this way too young. I saw that my aunt, who was into horror. She passed away now. She's passed away now, but she was really into horror movies, and she had this on when I was over there visiting my cousins. And I liked horror when I was young too, because I rented a bunch of horror movies from Blockbuster and stuff like that. But there's one scene in this that's like really intense, and like I was like, whoa, like holy shit, like like there's this one scene like towards the end that's just really intense, and I still remember it to this day. Like I don't know, it was crazy, really crazy. But good movie, good, definitely a really good movie. um let's see, Pandorum. Next up, Pandorum. This is another one. I was actually really happy to see this there, because I was like, it was one that I wanted to pick up, and I had it like saved, on my Amazon wish list, and then it like ended up going out of stock. So then you could only buy it used anyway, and it's another one of those. Who put this out? Well, the Overture Films. I don't know. Overture Films, I guess. But yeah, this is another one that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. Pandorum, really good, and really good, like claustrophobic. Kind of like it's a weird movie. I don't even really know how to explain it, but it's got a really good cast. Let's see, you got Ben Foster. What's the lady's name in this? You got Dennis Quaid, Ben Foster, Cam Gigandets, Anjay Troy. Yeah, I'm not sure. The lady in this, you'll probably recognize when you see her, but she does a really great job too. She's like all like bloody and all this stuff right there. This is like a really crazy movie. I don't even really know exactly how to describe it, but it's good. It's like I said, it gives you like those claustrophobic type feels. It's another one that you just check it out. Yeah, just check it out. It's kind of like it's got like a sci-fi. It's like a sci-fi horror type movie, and it's got it's good. Just go check it out. It's got Ben Foster. You can't go wrong, and Dennis Quaid. So. But I don't want to say too much about that movie either. All right. Next up, we got Carrie. This is the remake. I have not seen the remake of this film, so I can't speak on it, but the original Carrie is amazing. I love the original Carrie. So I don't know. I've heard kind of mixed things on this movie. Some people say it's good. Some people not so much. Oh, it's another 20th Century Fox film though. Jeez, I just saw that. But it's got Chloe Grace Moretz. I think she's a pretty good actress. She's a hit girl in Kick Ass, and It's got Julianne Moore in it, plays the mother, and I don't know. I'm kind of curious to check it out. So, some remakes are good. You know what I mean? I really like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I mean, so some are pretty damn good. I've seen some good horror remakes, honestly. I think the My Bloody Valentine one's a lot of fun too. So yeah, I look forward to checking this out. The Blob remake is excellent. The Thing. I mean, there's a lot of good remakes. But even the ones that came out later, like in the 2000s, I think there's some fun ones. I really do. Remakes kind of get a bad rap, honestly. But yeah, we'll see. Check that one out. And then we got Rest Stop, which this is the second one. This is Rest Stop Don't Look Back Uncut. But it looked interesting. I'll have to watch the first Rest Stop, but I saw this there, and I thought it looked kind of cool. It kind of gives me those like I don't know. It kind of looks like I know it's not that type of. I don't think it is. Kind of like looks like a High Tension type. Like the cover kind of reminds me of High Tension. If you've seen that movie, or maybe even like Joyride a little bit. I don't know. There's the slip cover, or the jacket cover definitely got me with the artwork and everything in there. So I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot. Sometimes you gotta try movies. Sometimes you just gotta say fucking just do a blind buy and try them out. And last but not least, I got this cool thing. This was like, I saw this right before I was getting ready to leave Disc Replay, and I was like, oh man, this looks pretty badass. And it was only $10. And it's like I think it's a digibook. I think that's what it is. I'll open it up and show you guys, but I think this is a digibook, I believe is what you call it. But yeah, I saw it like right before I left. And yeah, you guys let me know. I'm pretty sure this is a digibook. But yeah, it's kind of like the journal on the inside. We got this. And I really like Spider-Man Homecoming. I think it's really good. I mean, Tobey Maguire will always be my Spider-Man. I'm a big Tobey Maguire fan. That's just who I grew up with, so I really like Tobey Maguire, but I think they've all been good. I think Andrew Garfield was great. I think Tom Holland's great. I mean, I think they've all been good, honestly. And then it comes with this little booklet on the inside, which I thought was cool. And yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Have a blast with Science Club in there, And it's got the Blu-ray disc, and it's got a bonus disc, and it's got a DVD. So I just thought this was really sweet looking. I don't know. I look forward to checking this out. I mean, I already own the movie, but it's got the bonus disc, which I think is cool. So I have to check out what kind of cool special features and stuff came with it. But yeah, I just thought this was really interesting when I saw it. It was one of those like at the register buys, basically. I just randomly because they have like a section of Disc Replay that just has like a bunch of random stuff, like random like TV shows, like TV box sets and season boxes, and like they have like a whole like TV show section, but a lot of times it'll have other like miscellaneous random stuff in there, and this was one of those things. And I noticed the spine of it. I'm like, what's that? And I pulled it out, and I was like, oh shit, well, I gotta get this because it just looks too cool. But I believe it's called a digibook or a digipack. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called a digipack. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's the whole collection right there. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys have Disc Replay by you, if you've had any, if you guys found anything cool at your local Disc Replays or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments below. Please leave the video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I just really appreciate everybody watching. I noticed that I got to 105 subscribers recently, so I broke that. I finally broke out, got into the, triple digits now, which is pretty cool. I really appreciate everybody that watches, and thank you very much, but yeah, this has been Anthony's Horror and More, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.